All right, today we're going to talk about something that might seem small, but is actually a huge deal for writing good code. I'm talking about comments in Python. Seriously, getting this right is a total game changer for any developer.
So let's set the scene here. Imagine you find a piece of code. Maybe you wrote it, maybe someone else did, but it's from a few months ago. And you're just staring at it. It feels like a puzzle, but you've lost the box with a picture on it.
You've been there, right? That feeling when you're looking at your own work and you're thinking, okay, what on earth was I trying to do here? It happens to everyone, but thankfully, there's a really simple fix. And here it is. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got this mystery code. I mean, it works, but what is it doing? But then you look over to the right. Aha! With just those few little notes, the whole story becomes clear. We can see exactly what's happening. You load the data, you filter it, you calculate the revenue, and then you get the total. See? The mystery is solved. That's what a good comment does.
So what exactly are these magical little notes that make our code so much clearer? Let's get right into it.
At the end of the day, it's really just this. A comment is a note that you leave for a person. It could be for your teammates, a collaborator, or, and this is a big one, it could be for your future self. It's like the human-friendly story that goes along with the computer-friendly logic.
And this right here is maybe the most important technical detail you need to know. When Python runs your code, it sees that comment and just skips it, jumps right over it. It has absolutely zero impact on how your program works. It is 100% for us, the humans.
Okay, so we know what they are, we know why they're important, so how do we actually write them? Let's look at the nuts and bolts. It's super simple, actually. In Python, all you need is one little character to signal to the program, hey, this next part's not for you, just ignore it. And that character is the hash symbol or the pound sign.
So anything you type after that hash, on that same line, is officially a comment. This is the most common way you'll see it done, perfect for a quick little note.
But what if you have more to say? What if you need to explain something kind of complicated? Well, Python doesn't really have a special block comment syntax, but the solution is easy. You just start each new line with its own hash symbol. It's the perfect way to break down a complex idea into easy-to-follow steps.
Now, where you actually put your comments makes a difference too. You've basically got two main styles. On the left, the comment is on top of the code. This is perfect when you need a sentence or two to explain what's about to happen. Then on the right, you've got an inline comment. It sits right next to the code on the same line. This is great for short, punchy labels, like clarifying what a variable is for. So we've got the what and the how down, but let's really drive home the why. Let's talk about all the amazing benefits you get when you get into the habit of writing good comments. So look, this is about so much more than just explaining stuff. Good comments make your code understandable, readable, professional. They make it 1,000 times easier to fix or update later on. But here's the real pro tip. A comment shouldn't just explain what the code is doing. We can usually read the code to see that. A great comment explains why. For example, don't write hashtag add 1 to x. We can see that. Instead, write something like hashtag add 1 to x to account for the leap year bug. See? That why is pure gold for the next person who reads your code, even if that person is you.
And this really just says it all, doesn't it? Because you are absolutely going to come back to your code, maybe in a week, maybe in a year. And when you do, those little comments you left for yourself will feel like a gift. They're like a map that reminds you exactly what you were thinking and why you did what you did.
So let's just boil it all down. What's the main takeaway? Comments are for people. The computer doesn't care about them at all. So focus on writing code that's already as clear as possible, and then use comments to explain the tricky parts, the non-obvious bits, the why behind your decisions.
You know, every program, every script, it tells a story. It's the story of a problem and how you solved it. Comments are how you narrate that story for everyone else. So the next time you're coding, think about that. What story are you going to tell? Thanks for tuning in.